I used my thinking muscles for this one.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you see that correctly. I will be playing Xenoblade Chronicles 1 on the main channel. And as the title probably says... Wow. The button didn't work, but now it worked. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Randomizer. Now, I'm not the biggest mod person. There are a lot of people online, you see it from time to time, where people say they finished, I don't know, especially back in the day, Skyrim, and now they have Skyrim with 50,000 mods installed, kind of playing the game in a completely different way. Usually when I finish my games, I just switch to another game. If I really love a game, I'll go ahead and 100% it. But that's about it, really. But in the past, I did the Out of Bounds video, right? And I also showed you that there is a mod that lets you use a free cam with, and also includes other mods, which are also pretty interesting to play around with. But there's a new one that essentially allows you to, well, like the name says, randomize things. And I've seen it from Zelda videos, which are also usually pretty funny. And when I look after Xenoblade Chronicles randomizers, you don't find any real videos that have Xenoblade Chronicles with a randomizer involved. So here I am once again being also the person who does that. So first I have to get the controller working. Let's start with the New Game Plus. Just to see how things are, right? I expect some weird stuff happening. I randomized everything that's just possible. Though yeah, I don't think that the intro cutscene will be much different. This is what I wish for Xenoblade 4 too, though. Like, being so vastly different that it completely... Like, when you start playing it, you're just saying, wow, that caught me off guard, you know? I haven't seen something like that before. I think if I skip this cutscene, I will also skip the entire intro thing, so let's not skip anything here. Also, let's be real here, I never do these gameplay, or rarely do them on the channel. Most of the time, they really don't do well. Okay, maybe this is something that can't be randomized. There's our hero, but he well, at least he has a different...
They're advancing down our weak right flank.
Yeah, I don't think this is how it's supposed to be. But he still has his regular sword. And now it crashed. Okay, take number 2. I also added a little something that I haven't in the first try, so let's see how that works. What if I skip? It crashed again. I mean, if it continues like that, honestly, I don't think that will turn into a nice video. Okay, I think I figured out the solution, but let's see if it actually works. Sweet, I got a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 bonus. I forgot to click on New Game Plus, but I guess it doesn't matter. What if I skip now? Aha! Holy moly.
I know what it is you wish to ask.
You know, why am I thinking actually of Skyrim? Seeing that. This is my tutorial enemy? Why am I level 27? Wait, the levels are also randomized? Well, that shouldn't be an...
Get him! Here I come!
I just realized what kind of a song that is. The actual final boss. Wait, is that Dunban with Fiora's hair? I just realized. Behold the glory of 60 FPS. Electric Nutbuster! Man, that looked horrifying. Dude looks like from One Piece. How is he called? What are you guys doing here? I swear if Zanza appears in a moment... Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. Sick that we have Alvis fighting. And also Invisible Man. Well, at least it's the same faction, right? Alvis and Mumka.
They'll have to be if they want to beat us. Now, let's even...
Power of the Trinity. No, wait.
You heard him.
BS, that's Dixon. Now I'm starting to mix up things.
Let's do this.
Nice attack. This is your limit.
This dude is straight up Fei Fong Wong, just taking them all on by his hands. my hair! My flawless hair!
That way is... Sorry, brothers. Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So
Can't even look at his face. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if Nintendo goes after this video. Look how fast he is.
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. That thing's gonna be mine. No! Vile Mekon. If you think the Homs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off, you are sorely mistaken.
The whole camera thing should be in 60 frames too now, right? No, that's still in 30 FPS. Dude, still one of the greatest introductions to any video game ever. Even now, I'm still getting chills. And I've seen it so many times now. With that Xenogears cross. I know now. Oh man. Now I'm ready for peak fiction.
A Mekon M71. I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries.
He sounds so young now. That's so unusual.
It's broken. The joint section.
Wait a minute.
Of course he's naked.
It's buckled.
Is that Mayneth's Monado? Or was that Zanza's Monado? At least it's a regular dragonfly.
An M69.
Nice.
Man, what a man.
Damn,
Would be
Shulk.
perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to.
This dude is buffed.
Shulk!
Man, he on the other... Man, Ryan, you fell off.
I'll lure it away and topple it. When it's down, use your arts to finish it off.
I have the power of God on my side. Of course, we know all of the tutorials. Why is that all of a sudden an arrogant Turken?
We can do it.
Is that even a thing you can get in the base game? Surely it isn't. That's a sick design though. Easy.
Thanks, Ryan. That was a close one. Dangerous
What's that
outside.
camera angle?
There are all kinds of monsters. Yeah.
Why is the music like that? Wait, that's the area theme? No, it stopped now. Broken antenna and caterpillar syrup, of course. Caterpillar syrup. So we have Tarifa, Toad running around here. I mean, so far nothing too crazy. Except just some enemy that shouldn't be here, or also shouldn't be able to fly like that. Are you special or something? Right, well at least you're level 1. I appreciate that.
Damn.
Oh, wait, you still do a lot of damage actually. Ryan!
It's over. Let's not lose our heads, though. Alley-oop.
I missed that alley-oop, man. I have no clue why they're so massive.
See you later.
Nice thighs. Damn, Dorothy.
Oh, hi.
Nothing to report, that's good to hear. How did I sound? Do you want to trade something? Surely you'd like to trade. Oh, wait.
Oh, hi.
Regna's gear. I guess this is what happens if you run the game in 60 frames. Are all of you that massive? I was told that giants don't exist anymore. I can buy defensive knives. They're all that massive. Girl, even up on now? This whole place is full of giants. Meanwhile, Oh, is that who I think it is? No, it isn't. Those are the enemies from Magna Force. You're right, man. Wait, who's that? Look at this little fella there.
Crashing the mobile artillery into a house. How long have you been in the force?
Sorry, sir. It's just that we were trying to go as fast as we could, like you ordered.
But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 40 seconds.
Man, hearing this theme, I love this theme so much.
They win.
McConnell's Field, such a banger. Look at that. That's the smallest soldier I've ever seen. Freaking Ant-Man. At least the Monado is the same.
I see you've been busy. Looks like your Monado research.
What that tells me is that Dixon has two separate models.
You in charge.
Your research notes really helped.
And that Dixon actually has a loadout. You can actually equip him with
So
stuff.
you can activate it now then.
Well,
At least in the very first cutscene, that is.
if we could just unlock the Monado's power.
Dunban! Dunban!
Oh my. I don't think he'll make it. This dude was just missing his legs.
Even so, it saved us. Next, it will be.
For some reason, I'm once again like 15 times my size. Oh boy. He isn't feeling too well, I think.
Dunban, are you awake yet?
Is it time to eat already? You didn't have to make it yourself.
Do you want me to feed you?
Imagine if you had a sister like that.
Don't try.
I can't imagine.
I'm better than I was a year ago.
Much better. I really thought I lost you back then.
That just cooks food for you in an armor set looking like something from
Handle the Monado again.
Space
Dunban, don't
Marines.
say that.
Warhammer.
The Meccan have gone now.
Go.
Do I see that correctly? Those are the thighs of what, Charla? I don't know. And the shoes of future connected Shulk?
I'm not finished yet.
It seems his kneecaps were broken so badly he doesn't have any at all anymore. She looks like Wukong,
Hey, Fiora.
Dixon!
just with extra hardcore armor on.
Where are you off to?
I just thought I'd take Shulk some food.
Mm.
I'm on my way to the lab. Okay. Thanks, Dixon.
No, he was just very small. I was about to say nothing much has changed, but we have a lot of spiders around this place now. Something that Max Monado said, I think, in the collaboration video I did. A sprint button, especially after cross, is like a must for the next game. This speed right here, this is, I'd say, bothersome. The Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is actually the only game in the series that I played through New Game Plus. Not completely, I think I stopped at Magna Forest, or was it Aerith Sea? I'm just not exactly the person for replaying games, even my favorite games.
The Monado.
I usually just move on, my backlog
The
is
only sword
massive.
that's effective against the Mechon armor. They say that before time began, it was wielded by the Bionis. The same Bionis that we all live on.
Yes, Shulk.
Shulk!
My wife.
Fiora. This is great. It tastes so good.
Really?
It's
They are
amazing.
perfect for each other.
Thank goodness. I used some special.
I kinda
purple
want a
spices today.
sandwich now.
So if you said it was just
I think I'll make myself a
I'll be
sandwich
sure you had no sense of taste.
soon after the video.
Oh, nothing.
Imagine if instead of the dragonfly, there's just a big monkey
smells
just
so good.
sitting on the fence.
It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
Famous last words. You know what would be funny? There are enemies down there, right? Okay. It wasn't my intention to fall down here. Although, can I even damage them?
Everybody ready?
Of course! We can do it!
We win.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
I have beaten the legendary beast. I got a filthy wing. I mean, granted, we have an even more powerful Monado already. Man, what is the chance of a direct happening this week? And not only that, but also some Xenoblade stuff. And with Xenoblade stuff, I mean updates to the old Xenoblade games happening. Some people that unironically are expecting Xenoblade 4 being announced in the next stream, y'all are tripping. We had Cross Definitive Edition this year, and we had Xenoblade 3 years ago. That's like nothing. You'll get a next trailer earliest, right? At the earliest next year. Ooh. What's that glowy, shiny thing there? I just realized this ain't no regular enemy. This is Clifftop Bion, the jump scare spider. And you are just some normal ghostly Mahatos defying the laws of physics. The last thing that is still missing is just, I don't know. Yeah, no, I didn't mean you. It's actually them with those special effects. I remember a Reddit post that I have seen in the past where someone, for some reason, I don't know why people do that. People have sometimes, I feel like, a little bit too much time on their hand. Bringing them to level 99. Uragano Nebula, man. Yeah, I think at this point, Colony 9 would be no more. I'm actually thinking about doing the same thing for Xenoblade 2. I think if I saw that correctly, the people who are working on these mods, which are also, of course, I'd completely forgotten to mention that, the mods are in the description down below. I think they are called Zonazo Fern. They're also working on a randomizer for the third game, and also Cross. Is that? Oh, okay. I never realized that some of you have such a massive flower on your back. This almost looks like something out of a horror movie. Just like a murderous puppet. Oh, my bad, sorry, is that you, Ryan?
Ryan?
No, I'm just. Ryan!
Goodness.
It's because of the armor, obviously.
Fiora, are you okay?
And also his arms being weak as heck.
Sorry.
Now the legendary cutscene. Though it was pre-rendered, wasn't it? I think we won't see much.
Look at you, worthless without the Monado.
Until I've scrapped
Oh no!
and every
There's Charlotte.
So, of course, I want to get my revenge.
Your blade
Man, that was kind of horrifying.
cut deep enough.
Shulk! Shulk!
What on Bionis happened there?
Ryan.
Dude just grew 20 times his size.
Does it hurt?
So did Ryan.
Oh, yeah. Old Square Tash is gonna put me on punishment duty. Fancy tagging along?
Why did the music kick in all of a sudden?
Today.
She don't trust me at all.
Nah, she doesn't mean it.
I like the dynamic between them two so much, man. And that's the moment we lost Fiora. In exchange for our seemingly other waifu called Rain. Ah yes, I'm glad that you guys are still here. You know, maybe those are our protectors, right? Against mechons. Should some mechons appear and come a little bit too close, maybe they'll protect us. Against also those little beasts. I'm so glad that I have got myself also a new controller. I oftentimes use the Xbox controller, the original one, but it starts to drift relatively soon, relatively quick. And I've gotten myself a, I think it was called a GameSir something controller in white, which also has these Hall effect joysticks. And so far, by the way, no product placement, I don't do these things, but it's a genuinely nice controller. Fun fact, I actually received a lot of, I guess, offers from companies to show you stuff and sell you stuff, but it's been oftentimes such pointless stuff that I never really accepted that.
Got something? You will be needing the transport cases, right?
And I'm also not trusting them.
Fiora.
I'm too irrelevant for such things.
I'm coming along.
Surely
now.
it's a scam.
I'd feel better going with you boys than sitting at home worrying about you. So, let's get moving.
You know what's very fitting actually about this outfit from Shulk? In him is the very embodiment of Zanza, aka the Bionis. So this helmet is actually pretty fitting. I was about to say helm, but that's German. For some reason I expected to come out in a completely different place. There's also some modes that you can play, different modes within the mod. Like a race mode, I think, or collection mode. Just
Hello
some
there.
fun mini games. Yeah, mass-produced face. I mean, surely. Well, you don't even do anything. Never mind. That's a problem. I don't even have Monado arts. Yeah, that's a problem. Let me go. Why is there a nebula? Okay. You see me from... Wait, it's you. Why is this piranha just swimming across the ground? Though it seems to be a fair piranha X. But that's a pretty unfair advantage. So we have Element Bender now too. They can bend the elements to their will. Sup, boys? Just passing by. I hope you don't mind. I see that's a mining operation there. I don't want to intervene, or interfere, I mean. What's your problem, Lampo Ponyo?
I'm really...
That's a junk store, alright. Man, nice shoes. This is also something I'd wish for the next Xenoblade game. Just more customization again. Yeah, just the usual enemies, right? Nothing too crazy. Right. Goldie Chromar, should we try our best? Yeah. Yeah. Every time we fight a unique enemy, the final boss theme is kicking in. There should be some enemies approaching now. Oh, what kind of... Aww. They'll probably change now. Yeah. Some insects. Not even worth our attention. Why did he die? Come on. I think I'm somewhat underleveled. Enemies too strong? Casual mode? You know what? For the sake of just this video, I will enable casual mode. By the way, in general, I think it's a great thing that something like casual mode exists. People that talk other people down or talk down on people that use casual mode they need to grow up. I'm glad that it exists. It's also the same people that talk down on people that played, for example, Elden Ring with all the extras that it has to make the game easier for you.
I'm fine.
After all, it's your own decision, right? If you want to play this way.
Anti-air batteries 1 to 3. Why aren't my targeting systems online? Don't let a single one into the colony! Assemble everyone who can fight.
I am mesmerized by the physics of his mustache in Buttery Smooth 60. Metal Face was such a great villain. Such a great villain. No, Dan. Lay down. Honestly, I think this is a pretty fitting song. Very dramatic. I said before that I would like to see them doing something completely different in the future. But it would still be cool, should it be a game set in the distant future or something, that you can still find remnants of Alchemoth or something, right? Or I guess in the future, Keves Castle. That's a big enemy. Oh, small Fiora. Such a cutie patootie. That is a very interesting collection of enemies running around this place. Aren't you from Prison Island? Dude, there's all sorts of enemies around this place. Oh, I completely forgot we can't fight against them. Jump and run parkour. Okay, they're all aggressive. Because of course they are. Back then, I was so certain that he's dead.
What the hell are you? A mechon with a face?
Like, I was 1000% sure. Like, you want to tell me they survived that? Never. There's some insane plot armor happening there. So you're telling me Van Damme dies in every game, but Vanguard survived till the very end. That just goes to show how powerful he actually is. Honestly, I think power scaling wise, he should be like
The guys!
on a Zanza level.
Destroy every last one of those damn Mechon!
The music, man.
Shulk, the entrance.
Damn, he's even more massive than I thought he'd be. What a peaceful location, right?
Ryan,
Huh?
you take care too.
Of course! Looks
I mean, look at him.
after all. I told you.
How can you not like Ryan? There's some birds watching on the side too, and some crabbles, some massive crabbles. And this is almost like a battle arena.
Ryan, behind you!
Don't underestimate Ryan's stick arms. They're about to break, man, but he's still holding on.
Get out of here! Shulk, don't be stupid! Hold on!
He has the regular one. No, he doesn't. He has his freaking great sword.
The Monado!
That's probably just cutscene wise right now.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
Man, that hairline is something else. Right. Hello. Why do you sound like birds? And he busted all over them. Okay, no problem, no problem. You'll just get back through this entire zoo. Gotta break your ankles.
Ryan's right. You can't go on like this.
Shulk!
Dunban.
I'll go 1v1. 1v10, I mean.
Hey!
This time, it's my turn.
Shulk! No! It'll kill you! Shulk!
I think this is so great. It's so great that they keep all of their equipment during all these cutscenes. We need that kind of customization back.
I got your back! Shulk, do you feel alright?
Do I see that correctly? There are 2 Monados now?
Just now.
What?
There are 2 Monados now.
I'm afraid you must be exterminated.
Are you It's a Jade face? Man, that is... I would have said we're dead. Wait, I just forgot now to play this game. Also, wait, it's the Monado 2! Because of course it is! I think I'll stop at the section where, you know, the moment that a lot of people surely keep in their minds at all times when thinking about this game. And also the moment where most of us got hooked to the story.
That don't mean nothing. That's right. Not when we have the Monado.
Monado 2.
Don't think it's tough just because you're big.
Oh, it's just a little nebula. And that is still peak. a vision so powerful you could even see the blue light through his helmet. This is such a iconic just introduction to this game, you know? Like, Xenoblade 2 was 180 degrees the exact opposite of this game. The start was way more chill. 3 definitely then was more in line with the first game. But still, this right here... still getting chills a bit here. Still incredible stuff. Takes me back when I was sitting here in complete disbelief. And I thought, yo, is that blood in a Nintendo game? No way they have blood in a Nintendo game. And now it's just a little Barbaro Igna. You know, that just reminds me, another reason why I obviously don't replay these games, because I watch a lot of reactions on YouTube. Seeing other creators playing the series for the very first time. It gives me joy to do that from time to time. Man, I watched it from Sarah Key, DB Geek, Jesse's Auditorium. Who else is there? Violet, I think was her name. There are some others too.
I hope every day can be like this, always.
Thank you for rubbing the salt into the wound. This never gets old. You know, I think that when it comes to randomizers, right? I think older games like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask are way more, I guess, funny, or more can happen. Something that is almost well, not game breaking, but something on the level of a Metroid Prime, you know? That you get an endgame item or a very powerful item that you're supposed to get way later. You don't really have that in Xenoblade Chronicles, but it's still funny to look at. Well, at least I have the Monado 2 now, so that's something. What was that? Oh yeah! Is that who I think it is? No! What? It's him, alright? We have a problem. That ain't slight heal. I completely forgot. Enchant. Did I just enchant? Anyways. Let's go! Why don't I do any damage? Thank you for showing me Fiora in my team. Although she's dead. Right, I came to the conclusion that it's pointless. Holy moly. I have never seen him so up close before. Or maybe I have, I don't remember. I'd like to talk to this little person there. I never realized that he has 4 eyes. 4 eyes. Doesn't he want to attack me or something? Well, I'm glad I met him. Okay, yeah, sure, just the usual enemies. Nothing crazy. I don't even remember where I'm supposed to go next. It was this way, right? Was it through there? I know that there's this spider battle that unlocks Monado's shield. And of course us arriving at the knee. That just reminds me actually. Just because we were talking about visuals not too long ago. Have you seen Star Wars Outlaws on the Switch 2? I mentioned it on Blue Sky, but it was actually even incorrect with 1080p. It's actually 1440p. Also, unfortunately, Alvis looks the same.
The future.
But 1440p with ray tracing in a stable 30 FPS with an open world realistic game visuals.
Will you not oppose it?
Like honestly, this is a showcase for that system and what it can do.
Monado is now in your hands. The Monado will grow with you.
Credit where credit is due.
If you can find
Ubisoft, you did a good job there, or the team behind it, I mean. A giant enemy spider.
What are you playing at? Give us a hand!
Can't wait to see like a billion.
Man, what a bunch of jokers!
Okay, yeah. Honestly, this is a traumatic experience. I would have died on the spot. Virgin bite? How very fitting. Isn't that right, Shulk? Honestly, this kinda sucks because they still have their abilities, right? What if you meet someone like Zanza, like unironically? You can't even continue playing the game. Please! Yeah, this is about to end very not well. Okay, yeah, no, I deserve to lose. Man, I'm such an idiot. Wasted. Dang. This is a little bit unfair, no? Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll I'll stop it here. I've been recording for almost 2 hours now. That time went by rather quickly. But it is a fun idea, like come on, it is a really fun idea. I'm also really curious to see it working for every other game, which I think I'll also cover sooner or later. To the people that worked on these mods, which, like I said, I'll leave a link to those in the description. I'll also probably pin a comment with the link to it on GitHub. Fantastic stuff. Thank you for the work, guys. You really did a great job. So yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining. I thank you all very much for watching. I'd also like to give a shout out to XBC Art for becoming a channel member on YouTube. I suppose it means Xenoblade Chronicles Art because I went onto the channel and saw some Xenoblade Chronicles art. See? You even got some promotion, some ads for your channel. This is what you get for supporting the channel. Thank you very much. Okay folks, I'll be going offline now. Thank you all very much once again, and I see you all very soon. Have a good one, folks. Goodbye.